you hit the chicken coop, at least there was some damage, but the chickens, the images from the chicken coop shows that not even the chickens died. Not even the chickens died. So this was a hard revenge everyone was waiting for Hezbollah to do, and the chickens themselves are alive, right? So, but this guy, obviously trolling, he's saying that I think the hard revenge is that this particular chicken down there to the left, she looks kind of stressed. So maybe that's what the hard revenge is, because like, yeah, sure, maybe they haven't died, maybe they don't even look like phased, but this specific chicken looks kind of stressed. So maybe that was the hard revenge. So and by the way, the person that is posting this, okay, hold on, let me see. So this guy is saying that Israel managed to basically kill Ismail Haniya in Tehran. They turned him to a cutlet. The most important military guy of Hezbollah, Fahd Shukr, he was killed by Israel. The launchers and the missile holding facilities of Hezbollah went up in the air just recently, which I will get into. And in response, Hezbollah has managed to kill 20 Israeli chickens. Hashtag hard revenge. But not even, where is the 20 chickens that are dead? Like, where is he getting that from? These chickens are not dead. I've seen the chickens. This chicken does not look dead. I think this one is just kind of like re-questioning his life priorities. I think that's what this chicken. I think you have made this chicken have a like emotional existential crisis or something like that. I think that's what you have achieved. He doesn't look dead. He doesn't even look. She doesn't even look injured. She just looks like she's just re-examining what life is all about. I think that's what has happened here. That's that's the level of achievement, right? Let's actually look at some more. They have turned KFC into HFC, H standing for Hezbollah, I think. Yeah, Hezbollah fried chickens. Yes, that sounds pretty good. So this guy is the guy who's posting this is like after a widespread attack of Hezbollah on a chicken coop in Israel. A couple of chickens and roosters have been martyred. Martyred. They're actually using the word martyred. Oh God, this is the most humiliating. You have no idea how important this is. I know we're having fun, but you have to understand that a lot of the power that these groups have is their image, especially when it comes to terrorist groups or ideological groups. Their image is their soft power, and this level of humiliation is not just fun. It's also reducing their soft power. You know, the fact that this level of, especially given that it's happening in Lebanon, it's one thing if it's Iranian people talking about this, that is to be expected. I mean, we expect that at least here. But the fact that people in Lebanon are the amount of humiliation of Hezbollah is so widespread, and people are celebrating these memes in Lebanon. This is a political capital that Hezbollah has had, and if it loses it, it's not going to be able to survive as much, right? So let me actually get you some more memes. This one is fantastic. This one. So thank you, AP, for this one. Never forget August 25th. Yes. So, guys, so yeah, wait. Actually, oh, and Ridwan posted this with the caption, Hezbollah must be destroyed for their massacre of chickens. Yes, guys, we do care about chickens. We do. I mean, I know. I mean, I'm glad that those chickens didn't die. Okay, but the fact that we care about chickens so much that their stress matters to us. Like I'm being genuine here. I don't want to make fun of chickens dying. Chickens dying is bad. You know, if you want to kill chickens for eating, I'm not against that, but make sure you kill them in a humane way that they're not suffering. Okay, if you drop a missile on a chicken coop, a lot of those chickens will die in like not very human ways, right? So I'm so happy that these chickens were alive, like that they're going to die in more peaceful ways. However, they were stressed. Okay, and that should not be tolerated. Chickens are important. Okay, and in fact, the list memes. The next meme is about this. Okay, here, the next meme is people posted this. Hens lives matter. Hens lives matter, guys. That's we have guys. Israel cares so much about not only its citizens, not only as human residents, but also any form of Israeli resident, that we expect Israel to take revenge. I'm serious. Chickens of Israel are important to us as people who care about all other sentient beings that have feelings. Chickens have feelings, right? We demand as Zionists for Israel to take revenge even for its chickens of Hezbollah. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want a response to this. The caption says a military facility in Galilee was hit by a Katyusha rocket, and somebody is highlighting the chickens that died. Hezbollah claims they targeted a military facility in Israel. Why so many dead chickens there? So at points. Oh, I see what's happening here. So first of all, this shows that some chickens have died. I mean, the two on the right haven't died. I mean, are these dead? They don't look dead. So some of them look kind of dead, but the two on the right are actually upright and walking. So initially, when they posted this picture and video, they were claiming that this was a military facility. Um, so that's what they were selling this as. And then, but the same pictures that they were posting, there were chickens around it. So people were like, "How is this a military facility? We don't usually have chickens around the military facility." But eventually, they came out and said, like, "Yes, it was not a military facility, but at least we had caused some destruction." I'm like, "Okay, sure, okay, whatever you want, whatever." So we have. So this is a very good point. In one image, everything is being summarized, right? So Israel eliminated Fahd Shukr, the first in command when it comes to Hezbollah military operations, and in response, Hezbollah eliminated the chickens. Fantastic, beautiful, beautiful. Israel eliminated. People keep saying Hezbollah is number two, because Nasrallah comes in front of a camera and speaks. People think Nasrallah is number one. But this guy, Fahd Shukr, he was number one because Nasrallah was the PR guy. Fahd Shukr was the operation guy. So Israel eliminated Hezbollah's number two, I would say number one, and head of its military. In retaliation, Hezbollah eliminated several chickens today. On August 25. Guys, never forget August 25. Okay, it's important. We care. We care. We care. Okay, I know I said we're humanists, but technically we do care about all living beings that are capable of suffering, right? So let me actually. By the way, I'm not a vegetarian. Yeah, chicken intifada. That's what I like. So let me actually give you the background. Fahd Shukr was a key Hezbollah figure who was targeted and killed by Israeli airstrikes on July 30th, 2024. Shukr was a senior military commander involved in Hezbollah's missile operations and had been wanted by the United States for his role in the 1983 Beirut bombings. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but 1983, this guy was responsible for those bombings in 1983. His assassination has been described as a significant loss for Hezbollah, prompting the group to vow retaliation. Calling it a significant loss, guys, is actually an understatement because Hezbollah, in the past couple of months, has been losing so many of its key figures. And Israel has demonstrated how it's capable of surgically removing key figures without collateral damage when you're not in fucking Gaza, because in Gaza it's just so difficult for you to be able to do this operation without civilian casualty, because Gaza has so much, the population density is the second in the world when it comes to its ranking, and the enemy is wearing civilian clothing, and the civilians cannot go to that many places to run away from the war, right? And the enemy is using human shields. But you can see how Israel actually does care about human lives, because in Lebanon, for example, or in Syria, they're capable of doing surgical operations in a way that we haven't seen in history. Like, everyone is impressed. Like the way they took Ismail Hania, the way that they took away Fakhri Zadeh. When he was in the car sitting next to his wife, and his wife was not even injured. The way that they took him out, the way that they took these guys out, like they're capable of taking causing a lot of damage to their enemies without civilian casualty. Because in Lebanon, Lebanese people are not going to be mixed with the military. And also, if there's war, the civilians have room to go away, right? And also, they haven't done enough brainwashing in Lebanon for them to be able to use Lebanese civilians as human shields. And it's a lot more wider, and it's not the population is not as dense in Gaza. So Israel is capable of being able to take out the key figures without killing civilians. So you can see in Gaza, the civilians are not dying because Israel is trying to kill civilians, because when they're capable of not killing civilians, they do it better than any army in the world, even better than United States. We haven't seen this level of detailed operations and this level of detailed takeouts of key enemies. I mean, we saw it with Bin Laden, to be fair, and Baghdadi. But this is, if you go to the details of this operation, these are something else. These are like, what unbelievable. All right, so in response, let me continue. In response to Shukr's assassination, Hezbollah launched an initial response involving over 320 projectiles targeting military sites, right? So let me actually tell you something else. A lot of pro-Islamic Republic and Hezbollah people are coming out and saying that we are lying. The destruction was more than this chicken coop, right? But here's the thing. Okay. Show us the pictures, because they're like, Hezbollah comes and says like, oh, they don't release the real images of the real damage that we have caused in Israel. What is the response to that? How would you respond to that? They're saying this is Israeli propaganda and we have caused more damage in Israel, but Israel is not going to release those images. The response to that is, do you think we have the memory of a goldfish? Do you guys not remember that you posted videos and images of Israel's yourself saying that we have eyes everywhere in Israel, that we see everything in Israel? Well, then, even if Israel doesn't show us those videos and images, you should be showing us those videos and images. You have been bragging about how your drones are taking videos and images from inside Israel all the time, and your surveillance is top notch. So where's the images? Show us the destruction. In fact, not only that, you bragged about the fact that your drones records everything onto the very last second that they destroy their target. Just show us the places where these drones were going. Show us the footage. They have nothing. This chicken coop was the most destruction that they managed to cause with the 300 projectiles that they sent to Israel. This was the chicken coop that they destroyed. This is the maximum destruction that they were managed to cause in Israel. However, it actually gets worse. It actually gets more embarrassing, and it actually gets a lot more badass for Israel. Let me actually continue reading that so you know what's happening here, right? Let me actually tell you before reading it, because it's so amazing. This should be turned into a movie. They weren't planning to send 300 projectiles. Do you know what they were trying to do? They were actually, do you guys notice? They were trying to send thousands. And the number people are giving me is 6,000 or 8,000. I can't believe that that's an actual number. I mean, even if it was 1,000, that is pretty. What the hell? Hezbollah was planning to send 1,000 missiles to Israel. But why? Do you guys know why they actually only sent 300? Because this is the first in history. Israel's military was capable of having enough intelligence and the speed and the precision to take out the launchers as soon as they realized that they had their missiles on them targeting Israel. This is a level of operation complexity and effectiveness that is first in history. If you guys, and I'm not making this up, I'm actually been reviewing military professionals reviewing what just happened. The whole world is shocked about what Israel has managed to do. While the launchers were being prepared to send out thousands of missiles into Israel, they managed to figure out that this is happening. They had the level of detailed intelligence that this is happening. They knew all the launchers that were planning this, because they didn't send their main missiles. Like everything they sent was like the less advanced projectiles or drones that they were sending. That's why they didn't manage to hit anything except the chicken coop. But the more advanced missiles, all the launchers that they were being prepared to hit Israel identified every single one of them. Not just that this is happening, but the location of them. Not only that, they managed to get 100 fighter jets up in the air in time to go from Israel to Lebanon and take out the launchers. Think about this. Think about the level of the speed that you require to be able to do this. So Hezbollah just had to launch the missiles, target them, and shoot. But in the time that it takes for Hezbollah to do that, that was enough time for Israel to know that this is happening, identify where this is happening, get the 100 fighter jets ready, fly from Israel to Lebanon, and take every single one of them out. It's an understatement to call that impressive. It's an understatement. Look, Israel's enemies are taking out chicken coops, while Israel is taking out your top commanders, and top scientists. Factories are the Ismail Haniyeh, Fahd Shukr, and also look at this. Your missiles. You are trying to advertise your deterrent capabilities. What you're advertising now? You're advertising the fact that all of those missiles are for nothing. Look at this. So let me actually continue reading this. So initial responses involving over 320 projectiles targeting Israel's military site. This action was part of a broader strategy by Hezbollah, coordinated with its regional allies within the axis of resistance, which included groups like Hamas and the Islamic resistance in Iraq. Israel, acting on precise intelligence, conducted preemptive strikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. These strikes aimed to prevent Hezbollah from launching thousands of rockets and drones into Israel. Approximately 100 Israeli fighter jets targeted over 40 Hezbollah launch sites, effectively thwarting a significant portion of the planned attack. Despite these efforts, Hezbollah managed to fire hundreds. So remember, it was thousands. Again, people are saying 6,000, 8,000. That is an unbelievably high number. I don't know if that is, like, people are reporting that. I don't know. That's hard for me to believe, right? But the fact that we were going from thousands to 320, that shows how successful Israel was. And the 320 managed to just destroy a chicken coop. Despite these efforts, so although the damage was limited due to Israel's defense measures.